What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here with a very special video. In this video, it's a draft, a special draft. Myself versus 4 other bottom line viewers. We have Durcant, we have Ultra, Buss Boy, and Turdle. We are drafting 11 players on offense, 11 players on defense, and 3 coaches, forming our own teams, our own rosters, an offense, a defense, and you watching this video are going to decide who has the best team. We are playing the role of general manager, and we are creating our teams. That means finding players for the specific systems of our coaches. That means finding the best offense, the best defense to win this tournament, let's call it. The best team in this tournament that you believe would beat the others and win this tournament. So, before we get to the draft, the rules are 11 players on offense. It doesn't matter what positions. You could pick 8 quarterbacks if you like. And 11 players on defense. And again, it doesn't matter. If you want to go with 11 cornerbacks, you can. But it's finding the best mix of players with your scheme for your coaches possible. So here you go. The Bottom Line View 2021 Fantasy Draft. Enjoy. We are beginning with the coaches. Head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. And with the first selection of this draft, the head coach of my squad will be Bill Belichick.
He lost.
Yeah. The GOAT.
The 7-9
coach.
man himself.
Are you guys like okay with going with the rest of the draft now, or should we just stop it now?
Oh yeah, because you lost already?
I already won.
Should we just
so
kick
it's
you
over.
out? Mitch, should we just kick you out?
Yeah, I don't even think it's fair. I got Bill Belichick.
I'm just gonna go with Sean Payton.
The best coach left is Andy Reid, so I'm gonna take him.
That's interesting because I don't even know who the hell to pick.
I told you this would happen. First round of the draft, he doesn't know who to pick.
See, he's completely unprepared.
I'm gonna pick Brian Flores.
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Brian Flores.
Auto
That was
loss.
predictable. And Buss?
Okay, I'm down to two guys here, but I think I gotta go with Stefanski.
Ooh,
That's interesting.
I like that pick actually.
I don't hate it. No, I don't hate it at all.
A little
Over
bold.
McVay?
Coach of the year.
Interesting.
So no
Alright.
McVay, no Carroll,
Harbaugh.
Tomlin, Shanahan,
I
Harbaugh,
was thinking of McDermott.
McDermott.
Oh, you were thinking of
Oh
McDermott?
my god. McDermott.
Also,
Bro, he's a
for
goat.
the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, they are actually offensive and defensive coordinators.
Yeah.
So we're not
So
picking
no
for
chance
him,
of
but we're not
picking
him.
McVay
No,
as OC.
you can't pick Shanahan as OC.
Oh crap! Hold on.
The Buss is going
I
first.
gotta change up my whole game plan here. My offensive coordinator, I'm gonna go Eric Bieniemy.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Just
I'm
glad
gonna
you
go
didn't let Ultra have Bieniemy after he got Reed. That was the one thing I was worried about.
Kevin Durcant.
I'm gonna go with Dayball.
So, why don't we just pair Andy Reid with Josh McDaniels?
That's an
job.
interesting pairing.
I'm gonna take Greg Roman, beef up that run game.
This one's tough because there's definitely a lot of different names you could go with. It's between Kellen Moore and Joe Brady of the Panthers. I'm going to go with Kellen Moore for my pick.
This guy's taking a Cowboys coach.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
definitely lost.
You've got Belichick and a Cowboys coach.
Belichick can rein him in. Get all the
Right.
juice out of him. Now I got the
Defensive
top defensive
coordinator.
coordinator choice. I do have Bill Belichick. So obviously we need somebody that can work off of his style, but also bring something different to the table. I'm going to go with Wink Martindale with my
I
defensive
knew you would
coordinator
pick him.
choice.
Yeah, he's nice.
Turdle.
Let's see. I am gonna go with Vance Joseph, the Arizona
Ooh, that's an
Cardinals.
interesting pick.
Uh-huh.
So I was considering pairing Reed with another Chief, Steve Spagnuolo, but ultimately I'm gonna go with the guy that took apart the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and that is Todd Bowles.
Ah,
Yeah, I was considering him, but
he's a Buck, so
Okay,
Turtle
so-
couldn't do it.
I'm gonna go with Spagnuolo.
I gotta go with the GOAT, Keith Butler, bro.
Keith!
Oh man.
You should have gone with Matt Patricia. None of you want with Matt Patricia?
Well, he's technically not a defensive coordinator. Now is time for the official player draft, and we know that Buss has the first overall selection. And a reminder, how this works is we can pick any player at any spot. There's no order for the position. 11 on offense, 11 on defense, and of course we have our coaches.
I'm gonna reunite the best player in the league. I don't care what y'all say. With Eric Bieniemy, Patty Mahomes is on Buss's team.
No description needed.
Durcant, are you gonna take your boy from Green Bay?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I knew he would.
Absolutely. Aaron Rodgers.
Mitch.
What a clown, bro.
I'm not gonna take a quarterback here. I'm gonna take Aaron Donald, the best player in the NFL.
Wow.
fair
Okay.
play. That's what I was going to do, but I had a backup plan. I'm going to take Devontae Adams.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Now, this is
Interesting.
tough for me. I am going to go a little bit off the wall here.
I think I know.
My picks are going to be George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's interesting.
Whoa. I don't mind it though. Two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Elite
really
pick.
interesting.
Okay.
All right.
But
Turtle.
what if his quarterback sucks?
True. What if he gets like Matt Stafford or something?
Who knows? Maybe I will.
Turtle.
So I've got options. I did not expect him to do that. I might as well just, I don't have to take a quarterback. Let's go with, oh man. We're going to go with Jalen Ramsey.
Ooh.
Interesting pick.
Okay.
You really wanted
All
the
right.
Rams.
I'm gonna take a quarterback. I'm gonna take Josh Allen here.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I mean, this guy's still on the board. You guys forgot to take the fastest man on the planet, the
Tyreek.
cheetah, pairing him with Rodgers. I don't know how you can stop that.
Well,
Y'all didn't
Rodgers is going to
Rodgers is a
lose
bum
in the
and a
NFC
clown.
Championship.
Rodgers
anyways.
is just gonna retire, right?
No, he's going to lose in the NFC
Rodgers is
Championship.
going to demand a trade from the team.
Oh yeah,
That's what
he'll
he's
lose to
gonna do.
whoever Brady is. So Mitch would. I know Mitch is gonna end up with Brady. I already know it. It's fate.
So I have the best offensive player in the league. How about I get the second best defensive player in the league, TJ Watt? And then
Oh
for my
my
second,
L.
I thought you said he was better because he could cover.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
and then for this,
Oh.
and then for my second pick, I'm gonna get Mahomes,
You picked him
DeAndre
already.
Hopkins coming on Buss's team. Coming on Buss's
Interesting.
Ooh, do I go offense again? I could. There's a guy that I'm really, really looking at, but
I know who it is, and I really don't want you to take it.
does his name start with an S?
Maybe.
There's no one on defense that's better than him. I'm going with Stephon Diggs.
Ultra
Alright.
did not like that one very much.
No.
Rodgers,
Alright.
Hill, and Diggs.
I'm gonna take another defensive player. This guy was arguably the best cornerback in the league last season. I'm gonna take Jair Alexander.
That's a W.
Okay. Very interesting. I am going to take Myles Garrett, the real best edge in the league.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Mitchell Mulaney, you're up.
Turtle, you can
Okay.
shut up with that, by the way. So,
I will take Quentin Nelson.
Oh man, you took my guy. I did not think anyone was gonna go.
And you guys have already been hitting those receivers pretty hard.
I know.
Yeah.
So I kind of got to back off of that. Let's go guard again. Why not? Let's go with Martin.
Oh, wow, he's just building that offensive line.
We're going to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Did not realize I was up again. That's okay though. So is there about to be like a run on offensive line?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Is that what's
There
about to
could.
happen?
I don't know. though.
Okay, I'm going to take Bakhtiari, best left tackle.
So I'm going to continue this run of offensive linemen by taking the best right tackle in the NFL, and that is Ryan Ramczyk.
Ooh, a little bit of a reach
You
there.
You guys are going ham on the offense.
I need to build this offensive line.
Is
Okay.
defense even worth it?
Does defense
It's still
exist?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it worth it? I'm looking at this one guy. Actually, you know what? We got these receivers. We got our QB. Let's just build the best passing game possible.
All right.
Let's get a stud left tackle to protect Rogers' blind side. Let's get Ronnie Stam.
All right. It's a solid pick.
all right. Well, since everyone's going online, and after we saw Patty Mahomes in the Super Bowl, let me pick up Trent Williams real quick.
That's a great
All right.
pick.
Good pick.
And then for my second pick, probably gonna go. I don't know. It's between two corners. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Stephon Gilmore. I'm gonna go.
Ah! Hurt the face. All right.
All right, Durcant, I think you've got to take Mac Hollins now.
That's a good idea.
He's gonna take
that's
Mac
funny.
Hollins.
I'm just gonna go with my boy Xavier Howard, the only good player on the Dolphins.
All right. I'm going to continue to build this offensive line. I already took a Saints right tackle. I guess I'll take their left tackle, Teron Armstead.
Why is the Atlanta fan picking Saints players?
Because they're talented.
Yeah, for real.
I'm going to go with Khalil Mack. Pair him with Myles Garrett.
I'm praying that this one guy falls, and I'm like really hoping
This is
because this is one of
interesting.
Mitch's guys. Really hoping he doesn't pick him.
This is the point in the draft where, like, I don't think there's anyone clearly better than everyone else.
No.
I'm gonna go.
Because you and Turdle each don't have quarterbacks still.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need them. We can just wait. We can wait till the last round. You guys have already taken yours.
That's true.
I like the
That was my
fit
plan the
of
whole
this
time.
player. I like the fit of this player in my scheme, I think. I think I'm gonna go with Shaq Barrett.
It's a good pick.
Interesting. That is a good pick.
And then my other pick, I will go the best center in football. Give me Corey Linsley.
He's already going for a center. Interesting.
He's just beefing up that O line.
That
He's
interior
the
line,
best
baby!
interior.
Yeah.
Turtle.
I'm going to take Darren Waller while I can still get him. Because all of the other tight ends are bad. There's only 3 good tight ends in the league.
That's
And Mitch
smart.
decided to take 2 of them.
I did that for a
Alright,
reason.
I'm going to get Josh Allen a weapon, and it's going to be at this current point, an Atlanta Falcon. We'll see where he ends up. Julio Jones.
He's
Ooh.
old.
The old
He's
man.
old, man. He's old. Actually, I think I know who I want. We got to beef up a pass. We don't have a pass rush yet. But with my plan, we might not need one. So I got to get at least one guy.
Ooh,
I'm
look
gonna
at
go
this
with
guy. He's already saying he doesn't even need a pass rush.
Chris Jones.
The one-man pass rush.
Chris Jones.
It only exists with Aaron Donald. I'm sorry.
Gosh, Durcant.
Yeah, it's like this guy. There's another guy that's really good on the
All right, Bus. you got
That's who
2
you were
picks.
talking about, Durcant.
All right.
Now I know.
Well, I was hoping I could get Waller, but someone just yoinked. I'm gonna give Mahomes yet another weapon. I'm gonna give him Michael Thomas.
Oh.
That is
So
such a
you're only
horrible
planning
fit,
for the
though.
regular season.
Yeah, that's
So,
not the best fit.
Michael Thomas and DeAndre Hopkins with Mahomes.
Yeah, that's not the best fit, bro. I would have went like DK or something.
We'll have to.
And
All
then
But
give
you
right.
me
still
the
got the
best
best receiver
inside,
in the league, so.
and then give me best inside linebacker, Fred Warner, real quick.
Ooh.
It's interesting.
I do agree with that statement.
Okay. I'm going to wait to act on my plan in my next pick because this position has a lot of good guys. So I'm going to stack my offensive tackles and get Tristan Wirfs.
Ah, nice pick.
I thought you hated Wirfs.
He does. He hates
No,
the
I would
Bucks.
just clown. I just clown PFF because they said he only gave up 1 sack.
All right. I'm going to continue to build this pass rush with Todd Bowles' defense. And I'm going to take Joey Bosa.
That was the guy I was talking about. Was
Joey.
I guess I'm going to work on the interior a little bit. I'm going to go Brandon Brooks.
All right. Mitch, you got 2 picks?
Okay. I'll take DeForest Buckner. I'll take Marlon Humphrey.
Oh, yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Solid pick. He was in
Turdle.
consideration to join Team Turdle. He didn't make the cut, though. I didn't want him anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take Fletcher Cox.
All right. I'm going to continue to build this NFC South offensive line with Ali Marpet.
This guy, dude.
He loves the NFC South.
Yeah, for real. Okay,
I
so
mean-
I'm up.
It's had the most talented team and the Super Bowl champions, so.
All right, my plan
In
is
Atlanta.
nobody's taking my guys. I said I didn't need a pass rush because I'm about to build the best secondary in NFL history. I'm gonna take Minka Fitzmagic for my team.
Not Justin Simmons?
No,
That
dude.
bum?
Durcant, I
Nope.
literally hate you, bro.
Why'd you
Durcant,
pick
I
that
literally
bum?
hate you.
Minka.
Okay, I'm gonna give me Joe Thuney. I need that.
Joe Tooney.
I'm surprised. How
My bad,
nerdy
my
are
bad,
you
my
guys? You're picking all the boring players.
He only allowed, bro. He only allowed. No, hold on. He
Durcant's
only
just
allowed
pissed.
3 sacks.
You guys are
Durcant,
picking-
just because we prepared
Only 3
doesn't
sacks.
mean to be mad at us.
My second pick. Someone said there's only 3 good tight ends in the league. Let me get T.J. Hawkinson real quick.
You
Oh!
lost.
That was the
You
worst
lost.
pick of all time.
You lost, bro. You lost.
All right. Kevin Durcant.
My turn. Okay, so we got the best cover safety in the game. And if I get this
Debatable.
guy, he's basically a linebacker, right?
Oh, God.
President Jamal Adams, the
Ah,
box safety, the linebacker
Okay.
himself.
that's a good pick.
So, I'm going to continue to build the front 7 with who, in my opinion, is the best linebacker in the NFL, Levante David. Continue the NFC South trend.
This guy in the NFC South, dude. Pick Darius Leonard or something, bro. Oh,
I think David's
geez.
better.
First of all,
And he plays in
I want to
Bowles'
say
scheme.
I literally had Jamal listed as a linebacker on my list.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
and
same, actually.
So my
Wow.
plan is I already have Ramsey to cover the, I guess the Stephon Diggs type receiver, but I need somebody to keep up with like Tyreek Hill. I'm going to draft Denzel Ward.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
All right, Mitch, 2 picks.
I'm going to go with a guy that can play all the different secondary positions.
No.
I'm going to take the Honey Badger.
No.
And
And I will take another guy who can be versatile and can play strong,
Oh, goodness,
or he
my
could play
lord.
free. He's been hurt a lot, but he's really
Derwin.
good. Derwin
Derwin
James.
James. Yep.
He might play linebacker for me, by the way.
Okay.
So
He
you're
might.
just going with the
He might.
versatile guy.
We'll
at
see.
safety.
He might.
I'm going to take Party Parts boy Darius Leonard.
I'm going to draft another receiver. I'm gonna take DK Metcalf.
Beast.
I'm gonna go with Jesse Bates.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 2 picks.
Before you do that, who did Ultra draft? I
took
not-
DK.
trash pick.
Okay, so with my first pick, my safeties I have on my board are kind of dropping, so I have to get one here. I'm gonna get me Harrison Smith,
Ultra's pissed.
And
and then
I wasn't even gonna draft him, but
I need to get me an interior defensive lineman. So I'm gonna reunite this man with TJ Watt. Give me Cam Hayward.
The Steelers defense.
he's going all Steelers here.
now Mitch is about to build the Browns offense.
I'm gonna go with the biggest playmaker at the linebacker position. He's the fastest linebacker in the NFL. He is an honorary member of Club Durcant. Devin White.
Oh, I
Welcome to the
swear,
world.
I thought you were going to take a Landon Roberts when you said fastest.
Landon Roberts. All right, I'm gonna take another corner. Tre'Davious White.
Good pick.
Turtle.
I'm going to take Rodney Hudson.
With my first selection, I will take a wide receiver that I think is going to fit my style of play. He's big, he's fast, he's physical. A.J. Brown.
All
And
right.
then with my second selection, I'll take cornerback, New York Giants, James Bradbury.
Good pick.
Another good pick.
No running backs are all there.
No running backs have been taken yet.
There's so many great running backs. Like at the top. It's just not worth it.
I know what
And I'm
positions I'm
going to
waiting
go
on
with
till the end.
Marcus May.
Marcus.
Ooh, that's an interesting pick.
It's kind of off the board, but he's good. Maybe
Yeah,
underrated.
he is good.
All right. I'm going to continue with the NFC South offensive line trend and take Ryan Jensen.
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious with the NFC South?
Yeah.
Are you just taking the
He's a
NFC
nerd.
South All-Star team?
Yeah.
That's
Yes, I'm taking the
hilarious.
Bucks and the Saints 2 tackles.
There's a reason why I wasn't going corner, and that was because I wanted to see which of these 3 guys would fall off the board. But since there's only one left, I'm gonna go with
Lattimore.
J.C. Jackson.
Oh,
Did you say JC?
J.C. Jackson. Oh, you have Stephon Diggs. It's okay.
That's a good pick.
So I don't know why this guy hasn't been signed yet.
Oh,
Wait, you're picking
I
a
know
guy as
who
a
this
free
is, too.
agent?
You mean Mitchell
picking a
Schwartz?
free agent. That's
Mitchell
like
You mean Mitchell
41.
Schwartz? So I have a pass blocking guard. So let me get a run blocking guard. This man, when he's not on the field, the Browns' offensive line is 29th ranked in run blocking. But when he is, he's their first. Give me Wyatt Teller.
Is that a PFF stat?
Maybe or maybe not, but it's okay.
Okay, it's my turn. Speaking of pass rushing and run defending combinations, we have Chris Jones here. There's some guys on that interior D line that I'm really looking at, but I don't know which one to take.
Ooh.
I know. I there's a couple really
Who
good
you
guys
taking?
left.
There is good ones on the board.
I'm gonna go with the big nose run stuffer. I'm going Big
knew it.
Vita Vea.
Ah!
Chris Jones. I know that Mitch was looking at him too.
I thought everyone was
Alright.
just going to forget about him, to be honest.
I
he
haven't
was
taken a
5th
safety
on my
yet.
board. He was my
So
next
I've-
defensive.
I've got to start now, so I'm gonna take Buda Baker.
Oh, where's he going to play?
Yeah, that's a
He's going to play at safety.
All right.
Oh, it's me again.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to take Elton Jenkins. He will be playing left guard.
Good pick.
All right. So I'm kind of formulating what kind of defense I want to play in my head now. I do like some of the guys on the interior defensive line that are on the board. I also like a couple edge guys on the board. I will go with Leonard Williams as a interior defensive end.
All right. And who else?
And I will go with a guy that I think I can fix a little bit. He's played really elite, but I think he can get even better with Bill Belichick. And that is Marshawn Lattimore, cornerback.
Wow.
Press man-to-man coverage. That's what I need.
Fantastic pick. Best pick of the draft. Too bad it's Belichick. So he's
Belichick's
automatically
gonna make
on the
him
losing
worse.
team.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, it's my turn now, right?
Someone just draft Calvin Ridley, so Mitch.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm going Calvin Ridley.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to put Bradbury on him. We're all right.
No, Turtle's gonna.
So you want
Sean
Lattimore
Payton's
on
gonna
Devontae
get him
Adams?
into that matchup
Yep. I'll put Lattimore on Adams.
and get burnt. Gonna continue the NFC South trend. I'm gonna take an interior defensive lineman of my Atlanta Falcons, Grady Jarrett.
Okay.
It's a good pick. I'm just laughing because he keeps picking NFC South players.
So it's Aaron Donald and Grady Jarrett.
Taylor Moton's still there, by the way. Just so you know.
Brandon Scherf has not been taken, Durcant.
No, he's still there.
Him.
Has Byron Jones been picked yet?
Be my guest.
No, he has not.
You lost. Oh my god.
Durcant hates him.
All right. So we got Byron Jones, and then give me Cameron Jordan to pair with T.J. Watt.
Ooh, interesting.
That's kind of an...
That's interesting, yeah.
Oh, Byron Jones and Cam Jordan.
He picked him?
Okay.
I thought he was just
Yeah,
considering.
he took Byron Jones.
Oh, that's... Oh, man, you lost.
So, Durcant, your turn.
I'm trying to formulate who's better between these edge and defense players. This is when, like, the draft gets really interesting. This is where the draft is won.
This is personal preference.
Unless you're... So, it's basically between us three, since Mitch took Lattimore and Belichick, and Buss took Byron Jones.
Yep.
I'm winning. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Keep going.
I love my secondary. He didn't play, but he was amazing.
I know who you're taking.
Daniil Hunter, man.
Yep, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Really good pick. So, I'm going to finish building out this offensive line. I'm between two Patriots, and I'm going to take the guy that I thought was better last year and the guy that's more versatile, Michael Onwenu.
Man, I wanted him.
Where is he going to play?
He's going to play right guard.
I'm going to take Leo Collins, and that will
He's fat.
complete my offensive line.
He might not even show up.
That's okay.
All right. This is interesting. My guy, and put him on a Bill Belichick defense. Von
His name
Miller.
starts with a V, doesn't it? Yep, I knew exactly who he was picking.
And
I will take... Has Jack Conklin been picked?
no, he's not.
I feel like everyone's taken their tackles. I might as well do it because I said his name just in case. So I'll take Conklin as right tackle.
All right, Turtle.
Okay.
Interesting. I think I'm going to get an absolute brick wall to put next to Fletcher Cox. Nobody will be able to run on me. Kenny Clark.
All right. I'm going to pair Joey Bosa with his brother, Nick Bosa.
What guards haven't? Has Joel Batonio been taken?
No.
Nope.
I'll go with him.
Well, since everyone wants to pick his inside D line, I only have one more left on my board, and I need two of them. So I'm going to go with one of the guys I think is one of the most underrated players. No one really looks at him. Stephon Tuitt.
I know it.
Another Steeler.
Solid pick.
And then
He's
I think
good.
it's
He's
time.
good,
I think
though.
it's time, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start this train. Let's get CMC on the team.
Whoa! Running
right.
back!
He went running back. I was looking at him too, but
Durcant.
there's still too many running backs I like.
There's one interior defensive line that's not been taken. I'm stunned it has not been taken.
Does his name start with an A or a C?
His name does start with an A.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But I don't need to pick them, so have fun. Edge rushers. Whoa. I really like some of these guys, but I don't know which to pick. And I feel like pretty much everyone's taken their edge rushers.
Yeah, it's hard.
I really like Brian Burns. I really do. I think he's gonna have a big year. I think he's a stud.
He is.
Might be a premature pick,
But-
though.
So
I
do you want to
could
draft
be-
already or what? We're like bored, about to fall asleep.
Could be a homer though. Could I be a homer and Jeff Ogden? He had a really good season. And back to Florida. I'm just gonna go with I think he's a stud. And I think he's gonna have a really, really big year.
My other safety, Devin McCourty.
Good pick.
Ooh, should have taken him around earlier.
He doesn't play in the
That's
NFC
fine.
South.
There's,
doesn't.
I'm,
Well,
he's
he'll
better
probably
than
be on the
Marcus
Bucs
Williams in
next
my
year,
opinion,
so
and that's it.
I'm going to go with Roquan Smith.
Good pick.
My quarterback, and his name
I know.
is Lamar
Starts with-
Jackson.
What?
Bro,
I was actually gonna pick him.
See, this
just
is
to
why we all said
screw
Mitch was going to lose in the
somebody else.
beginning of the video. We
Oh,
all said
Lamar's a
this.
good pick.
Yeah, that's like the best pick possible. I don't know
And-
what the hell you're
and
talking
who
about.
I will take my running back. His name is Derrick Henry.
Over Dalvin Cook? Oh,
I don't think that's a.
You have to look at
unfair
my team to
opinion.
understand why I took those players.
I'm kind of scared one of you guys are going to like screw me over and take Brady now.
I'm
That
gonna
would
take a
be-
I
two
don't
quarterback
know if I
would be
can
system,
take that
baby.
chance.
I'm gonna
would
play
be a
Kittle at
big
left
move.
tackle.
I can take that chance. I might just have to do it. Yeah, I mean, why not? I'll take Brady now.
Over Jameis?
Well, I don't want it to be unfair.
Well, Russ is
All
still
right.
there.
He's
Yeah, he's trash. He'll be good for the first half of the season.
Yes, what division I'm gonna pick a linebacker from? The NFC South. I'm gonna take Deion Jones of the Atlanta Falcons.
There's no way. Is Eric Kendrick still available?
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
no
he
way.
is.
Yes, he
There's
is.
no way y'all let him fall to me. I'll take him then. I'll take
Durcant,
him
I was going
gladly.
to pick him. Durcant.
I can't believe y'all let him fall.
Why?
I'll gladly
I was
take
considering him, but I think
Why
him and
can't
Deion
you
Jones
believe
are pretty
it?
similar.
I don't know, man. Deion Jones was taken. Freaking T.J. Hawkinson was taken.
That's
I don't know.
I think Deion Jones and Kendricks are at a similar level, and Deion Jones plays in the NFC South.
I don't
So,
know, man. I think Kendrick
automatic
is
boost
really, really good.
in my book.
All right, so I'm gonna finish out my secondary here. I already have Harrison Smith on my strong safety, so I'm gonna put Eddie Jackson on my free safety,
Ooh, interesting.
Ow.
and then
Who did he draft?
Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson. He's a top 40 free safety.
He's still better than Justin Simmons, to be fair.
I'll go Kyle Fuller for my third corner.
Oh,
What?
man.
This guy's just taking the Bears.
Wait, Cook hasn't been taken, right?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, him. Dalvin Cook.
Him. Okay. Put
All
Durcant
right.
down for him.
You know, if Mike Evans was better, I probably would pick him because he's in the NFC South.
Ha!
But
Hilarious.
I'm gonna take Terry McLaurin to finish out my receiving
Good
core.
pick. Good pick.
There's a better guy out there, but okay.
Yeah, and I
He's
know who
better
you're
than Mike
talking
Evans,
about.
for
I
sure.
will take. Oh wait, do I know who you're talking about? I kind of just want to screw you over, but you know what?
F you, bro.
Let's see.
You don't even know. There's like a million receivers.
Yeah,
You did pick
I'm
Ridley.
going to take. Yes, and I'm going to take
And
Justin
Adams.
Jefferson.
Ooh.
That was
Interesting.
who I was talking about, by the way.
So there's 3 All-Pros from last year because Adams was first team and Ridley and Jefferson got votes for second team. So
Justin Simmons.
Oh no!
Durcant, you said "oh no" like you were gonna draft him.
Oh
Durcant's
man, Mitch,
true
you just
intentions.
automatically lost. No,
I
I
got
can't
the
Maybe
believe
he was
three
y'all
about
best
didn't
to like
pick
safeties in
that.
the
I'm
turn
league.
surprised.
heel.
I'm surprised Ultra hasn't selected Jamel Dean yet.
Yeah,
I'm
that
saving
bomb.
him, boss. I'm saving him. Still got a cornerback slot left.
Whose
Mitch.
turn is it?
It's
Oh
Mitch.
yeah, I
He's
still
got
have
another.
another turn. Good point. I'm picking a receiver. There's lots of them here. There's lots of different choices, a lot of different flavors.
OBJ.
But
OBJ.
I'm picking the guy that when he's at his peak, he's the best. So I'm going to go with Odell Beckham Jr.
That's my guy.
So you take Odell and Justin Simmons, basically 2 completely opposite players according to Durkheim.
Yep.
All right. I want 2 safeties named Marcus, so I'm going to take
Okay.
Marcus Williams.
All right, NFC South, always a nice pick. So I still need a third corner. I'm gonna take. Let's see here, William Jackson.
Oh boy, you didn't take
That's
Jamel
interesting.
Dean.
All right, so I already have 2 amazing receivers, probably the best, and probably a top 3 receiver. So let's just we already have the O-line. We have the QB. Let's just get Amari Cooper.
I need a center. I don't have one of those yet. I'm kind of in between 2 people, but I gotta go with the OG. Getting older, yeah, but I gotta go Jason Kelsey.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Keenan Allen for my third receiver.
Okay.
I like it.
No Mike
Okay, so
Evans.
I only need center and tight end.
Now that Marshawn Lattimore's been
So
drafted, I think Mike Evans. There's no
True.
chance.
That's a true. Mitch, you should have just taken him. So now the best Lion of 2020.
I'm not picking a line. That's just
Stafford's still there.
automatically.
The best Lion.
There's David Andrews.
Yeah, that he could be nice. Is Ryan Kelly still there?
Yep.
Yeah, he's there. Eric McCoy's still there. Alex Mack.
I'm gonna go with Andrews.
Has Kamara
David
not been
Andrews.
taken yet?
No.
Who'd you
No,
say?
he hasn't.
All right, I'm gonna take Kamara, I guess
Yeah.
then. NFC South.
I guess that means I'm stuck with bum ass Saquon now. I was literally gonna take Kamara.
I knew it.
All right. Well, if we can get him some robotic kneecaps, I think this is a good pick.
Mitch, 2 picks.
All right. 2 picks. So I need a tackle, and I can pick between an interior defensive lineman or a linebacker, depending on what I want to do. He was really, really, really good this year. I think nobody picked him yet, and that's Bowles from the Broncos.
All right, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
And then, what do I want to do? What gives me more versatility? I think I'm going to go with a linebacker just to add speed, because I'm all about speed. All right. So, some people still think he's the best linebacker in the league. So, with my last pick, I'll pick Bobby Wagner.
Speed and Bobby Wagner in the same sentence.
Mitch,
I know.
bro, I literally had him saved.
He sucks, bro. You should be glad he picked
You should have
him.
taken Demario Davis.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Wagner's good. Here's the thing.
All
He's going to
right.
be playing alongside Derwin James, so he doesn't have to cover as much. All right,
That's
go
true.
ahead.
Turtle.
I'm between Demario Davis and Miles Jack, but
Pick the Saint.
yeah, let's do it. Demario.
All right.
Mario.
I only need a tight end, and I'm gonna take Kyle Pitts, the rookie
Boo.
from my Falcons. Another NFC
Ow.
South player.
Ow.
Bust.
I'm up. You know what? We need maximum athleticism here. We need a guy who was incredible, but they just didn't want to use him.
Is he
Johnny
really gonna take a
Smith.
Patriot?
John,
Now he's gonna take a Bronco.
I'm a
I thought
big
he was gonna
Johnny
take-
guy, bro. Big Johnny
I thought he
guy.
was gonna take Fan. I thought he was gonna take Fan.
wow, Johnu goes in the top
Um,
6 tight ends.
I'm gonna go with the only good player, or pretty much one of the only good players on the Jags other than James Robinson, Miles Jack.
The draft is officially over. Here are your rosters. Starting off with Team Buss Boy with the first overall pick. He took Patrick Mahomes. The surprising part was that he selected Kevin Stefanski as his head coach, which I think is a really interesting blend between the Cleveland Browns offense that's very run-oriented, play-action-oriented, and an Eric Bieniemy style that's a lot more air it out. Patrick Mahomes, he'll be comfortable in that system. Christian McCaffrey coming out of the backfield as a dual threat weapon. Very nice. Wide receivers DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, and Keenan Allen. Some good route runners in there, some good hands in there, some definite veterans in the mix at wide receiver. TJ Hawkinson was a decent pick at tight end. And then you have the offensive line. Trent Williams, who I think is one of the best tackles in the game. Mitchell Schwartz was kind of off the wall, out of nowhere pick at right tackle, but we've seen him play all-pro caliber in recent seasons. Joe Tooney and Teller at guard, very good players. Teller came on this year real strong. Joe Tooney was awesome and has been awesome for the past 3 or 4 years. Jason Kelsey, kind of similarly to Mitchell Schwartz, took a step back last year, but has been known to be one of the best at his position over the last few seasons. Defensively, he has his man, TJ Watt, along with a lot of other Pittsburgh Steelers on the roster. Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt in the inside. They headline that defensive line. Very good, well-rounded players. Cam Jordan and TJ Watt, kind of a mix of two different type of edge players. I think that's a real interesting mix there. Linebackers, Fred Warner and Miles Jack, both very athletic, good in space, can defend the run, but I would say are better in coverage. The secondary, you have Stephon Gilmore, the number 1 lockdown corner, Byron Jones, who played in Miami, which is a similar system to the Patriots, so you have 2 perimeter corners that can play man or zone. You have Fuller in the nickel, who is usually on the perimeter, but can move inside. He's more of a ball hawk type guy. He's more of a read the eyes of the quarterback type corner. So we'll see how he fits in there. Harrison Smith, real good in the box, but can play split safety looks as well. Eddie Jackson is a ball hawk. So that is Team Buss Boy. He's running the Pittsburgh Steelers style of defense. He's running the Eric Bieniemy Chiefs and a mix of the Browns offense with Stefanski. So that's a good team, quality team, and of course any team with Mahomes is going to be pretty good. With the second overall pick was Kevin Durcant. He took the MVP Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will be playing for Brian Flores and hopefully a GM that likes him and gives him weapons. Well, that's what Durcant did. He gave him Tyreek Hill in the second round, Stephon Diggs, and Amari Cooper. These are 3 receivers with explosive ability, great route runners, and just dynamic players overall. Same as Dalvin Cook out of the backfield, who is an NFC North rival of Aaron Rodgers. Jonnu Smith, maximum athleticism is what Durcant called it, and that's exactly what he got. The offensive line is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best of the group, but it's definitely well-rounded. You have Stanley, you have Wirfs, solid guards inside with the all-pro Washington football team player in Scherf, and then Joe Bitonio, who's maybe one of the more underrated guards in football. David Andrews, a veteran, do-it-all leadership center. The defense has some explosive edge rushers in Danielle Hunter and Brian Burns. I thought Burns was a little bit of a reach where he took him, but I think the upside is definitely immense with him. I really like the interior defensive lineman with a mix of Chris Jones and Vita Vea. Vita Vea is probably the most underrated interior defensive lineman in the league. That's just because he didn't play the whole season last year, but you saw the damage he could do in the playoffs. Chris Jones is obviously one of the game's best interior pass rushers. Devin White is an absolute maniac at linebacker, and Eric Kendricks is a very well-rounded player who can balance Devin White's aggressiveness. Cornerbacks, you have Xavier Howard and you have J.C. Jackson. Both are very similar players, man-to-man skills with long arms, pretty good height, and press coverage ability. I thought this was interesting. He took 2 linebackers and 3 safeties. So it looks like Durcant is going to be having Jamal Adams somewhat in the box or in the nickel position, depending on the formation and the look. Minkah Fitzpatrick will be there as well as Jesse Bates. Both are typically free safeties. So you could see maybe, I'm not sure exactly how Durcant wants it to look, but I would expect Fitzpatrick or Jamal Adams to be in the nickel, depending on the formation and depending on who the other team puts out on the field. And then maybe Jamal Adams even lurking as an extra linebacker out there. So I like this team a lot. It's very well-rounded. You have a lot of speed and a lot of pass rush on the defense. Maybe a little weak versus the run, but you have an offense that's explosive and probably the best passing the football out of anybody's team. So then you have the third team, Team Ultra. That is Andy Reid, Josh McDaniels, Todd Bowles coaching the squad. I think this is a real good coaching staff. You have the mix of Andy Reid and Josh McDaniels offensively, which I think will be real intriguing because I've never really seen that type of duo before. But I think McDaniels could add a power element and an under center element that Andy Reid doesn't really offer. And then Todd Bowles on defense, we know what he can offer as we saw it in the Super Bowl. Let's start with the defense. You have Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa, and his first overall pick, which was Aaron Donald. Grady Jarrett was a very nice number 2 to complement Aaron Donald. Joey and Nick, I think that's awesome. I'd really like to see that in real life, just the chemistry from each edge. You have the linebacker positions, Levante David and Deion Jones, who are both great athletes. Levante David, Ultra said, was his favorite linebacker in the NFL, and he got his probably personal favorite linebacker, the Atlanta Falcon, Deion Jones. Jones is great in space, great in coverage, and Levante David is obviously one of the game's best run defenders, but can also cover a fair bit. Cornerback position, you have Alexander, who was one of the game's best last year, Tre'Davious White, who was one of the game's best 2 years ago, and a sneaky pick in William Jackson, who I think offers a lot of upside on the perimeter of the defense. That'll be interesting to see where he puts each corner because none of them really do play the nickel, but they can play all around. Safety position, Devin McCourty holding back to free safety spot. We know what we get from him. And Budda Baker is a fly, do-it-all, run-defending, strong safety, big hitter. I think he's just an overall playmaker. Offensively, Josh Allen with an Alvin Kamara out of the backfield, which I think that's great that you have Kamara in a McDaniels offense. He can use him just like James White. I really like that thought. Wide receiver position, Julio Jones, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin. McLaurin, the smaller of the bunch, more of speed offering to this group, of course, with the 3 players intact here. Metcalf he almost made the Olympic team. We know what Julio can do in terms of his speed. Terry McLaurin's got speed for days. Of course, Scary Terry. So lots of speed at wide receiver. I think that complements Josh Allen quite well. Kyle Pitts, I guess you would call it a reach, or we don't really know what to expect at tight end, but out of the group that was there at the time, I thought it was a fine pick. The offensive line, he loved the NFC South in this draft. As you can see, he picked a lot of NFC South players, including 4 of them on the offensive line. Ali Marpet at guard, Ramczyk and Armstead from New Orleans at tackle, and Ryan Jensen also from Tampa Bay. So this is the NFC South All-Star team with a few added players. Ultra, I thought, did well in the middle of the draft. The 4th overall pick was Team Turdle. Tom Brady, the captain of the team, running plays from Sean Payton. I think that's actually a good fit for Team Turdle. I think he did want Lamar Jackson, if I'm being honest with you. But I think having Tom Brady with Sean Payton is probably just a better version of Drew Brees, which, of course, Drew Brees put up awesome numbers over the course of his career. So I think that's a good fit. Greg Roman at OC is going to balance him out with the run game. He's one of the best run game coordinators in the league. And I thought the interesting pick was Vance Joseph at defensive coordinator. Did have a good year last year with the Cardinals and has head coach experience, so that also is a boost. I think Turtle's team is pretty well-rounded from all aspects. I really like his edge position with Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack. It's definitely the best of the group. He has a pretty good cornerback group with Jalen Ramsey and Denzel Ward. He has both Marcuses at safety. He decided to go with 3 linebackers, which I think is interesting. It's a little bit more old school, going with a traditional 4-3, and might get burnt by some of the teams that run with 3 receivers. So that will be a challenge. But I think if Turtle's playing primarily zone coverage, he shouldn't be too bad right there. So offensively, of course, you have Brady, but then you have Saquon in the backfield, who knows? He's got really high upside, could be the best back in the league at any given moment. Devontae Adams, who he picked in the first round, I thought maybe a little bit shocking, but it does make sense, to be honest. David Bakhtiari, another Packer on the offense. Elgton Jenkins as well at guard. I'm not in love with Turtle's offensive line because of the fact that he does have some older players, also some guys coming off of injury like Bakhtiari, Brandon Brooks, Hudson. That's just my personal preference. And Collins, a lot of guys that have been hurt. But if they all come back, they're all healthy, they're all ready to go, then that's a very good offensive line. I like how he was able to get 3 stud receivers, but also still that tight end with Darren Waller. So he has a good team, and really it's going to be up to that Sean Payton, Tom Brady-led offense if you think that team is the best. And then the final team is, of course, my team, Team Mitch. I have Bill Belichick as my head coach, Kellen Moore as my OC, Don Martindale as my DC. So I have a Bill Belichick-led defense with a little mixture of Don Martindale aggressive blitzing packages in there. So my goal for my team really was to make a team that I felt fit the scheme of course, my defense more than anything. But I really wanted a unique offense. I wanted one that would challenge every other team head to head. And so what I did there was go with 2 tight ends in the first 2 rounds because I know how difficult it is to defend 2 elite tight ends. I got the 2 best in the league, George Kittle and Travis Kelce. That will also allow me to run the ball very effectively with Derrick Henry out of the backfield. I decided to go with Lamar Jackson instead of Tom here because I wanted to be a little different. I always end up with Tom Brady. But at the same time, I wanted Lamar because of that facet he brings with his legs. With that 2 tight end set, he's very good throwing the ball over the middle of the field, and having that speed and that power with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, I think is real awesome. And then you have A.J. Brown, who's a legitimate top 10 receiver, Odell Beckham Jr., who we know talent is endless. It's just about staying healthy. The offensive line, I really focused my efforts on the interior of the offensive line. I had Quentin Nelson, Zach Martin, the 2 best guards in the league, the best center in the league with Corey Linsley to help me run that football with Lamar and Derrick Henry. And I had Bowles and Conklin. Conklin's an excellent run blocking tackle, maybe the best run blocking right tackle in the league. Defensively, I went with some players that would fit Bill Belichick, Shaq Barrett, Von Miller, who are both players who can set the edge, rush the passer, and drop back into coverage. You have DeForest Buckner, who's one of the game's best all-around interior defensive linemen. Leonard Williams, who plays in the Giants defense already, same as James Bradbury, very similar to the Patriots type defense. Leonard Williams does remind me a lot of Richard Seymour. James Bradbury, man-to-man coverage skills. He's one of the most underrated corners in the league. I picked Marshawn Lattimore because we've seen the elite out of him. It's just a matter of getting coached up by Bill and putting him out there as a press man-to-man corner. Marlon Humphrey's going to man the nickel position for me because he's the best at it out of these 3. He can also play on the perimeter if need be. I went with 3 safeties, and I ultimately would decide that Derwin James on rundowns is going to play more in the box and maybe even put, Tyrann Mathieu somewhere in there, Justin Simmons in there. And that's the thing I like about Mathieu and Simmons. They both can play free or strong. Very versatile safeties, which is my goal with the Belichick defense. And I just went with Bobby Wagner because the guy's a stud, and he was too big of a value to pass up. He's also very underrated at blitzing, which I think fits Bill Belichick's system. So that was my goal for my team. And those were the rosters for the draft. Guys, let us know in the comments who won the draft. Let us know who you think had the best team. You've seen the teams, you've seen the descriptions, you've seen the explanations, you've seen the draft. I appreciate you watching it. Appreciate you Gronk spiking that like button. Let us know because we're going to tally it up and see who the winner was. It's Mitch. Thanks for watching. Peace.